Welcome back to Restoration Valley. My wife and I bought this 130-year-old property in rural Minnesota a few years ago. On the property is our old farmhouse, a massive barn, and a whole lot more that requires a lot of work. We and our 4 sons are on a mission to bring this little place back to life. This channel documents our journey. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so what you saw there was just some basic repairs. A lot of you probably are wondering, why aren't we just sanding everything down and having the bare hardwood show? It's actually not hardwood. It's a very soft wood. I'm not sure exactly what species it is, but it does dent really easily. And so the decision here is, since this is our boys' room, we're going to repair, patch up, and paint over everything because they're going to be rough on it. They're still little. Boys are going to be boys. So maybe at a later date we will make this floor a little bit cooler and better. This Harbor Freight belt sander was completely terrible and obviously not the tool for the job, but it got the floor rough sanded. Problem was that it kept overheating. So you'll see my solution here in a second. Hey Storm, how are you? I gotta get the sander. Oh. There it is. Oh. Careful, buddy. So several rounds of throwing it in the freezer, letting it cool down, and then bringing it back up to sand was my process. And I think I was up till about midnight or 1 o'clock. I can't remember exactly, but it was quite an exhausting and meticulous process. However, I am relatively happy with how it turned out. You'll see here in a second, we chose white as our paint color for this floor. The main reason is we like the brightness of it. And so we could have gone with other colors, but this seemed to be the one that made the most sense. And we're using a very durable paint. I don't recall what it is at the moment of this recording. However, it has held up quite nicely, and I'm recording this a couple years later. And so it has worked well overall, and we're happy with it. It does require a little bit of cleaning, but we do have a rug over it. little micro adjustments. Put in a screw, and then just to dial in exactly the right measurement for all these multiple cuts, because I've got like 32 of those to do. So well, we've made progress on the cut list. There's a surprisingly large amount of cuts for this project. Double bunk beds, who would have thought? We've got like enough framing here for like a small house.
Really?
Not really, but
Dad, I got one of those sharpeners if you want one.
I know you do. But that means we have to go all the way down to the trailer and
I'll do
open
it.
up the trailer,
Oh.
unlock the padlock, open it up, and I just don't want to do that this morning.
Well, I could get one for patents.
And I can't find my utility knife, which is really sad because that's one of my favorites.
I can go get
And
my
so
knife.
instead, I'm just gonna use what I have right now. I have my shop assistant, Calvino, and then his son just came up, and it's nice out this morning.
Especially that way. There's a...
Yeah, should we go look over there? It's beautiful.
Remember that one when the sun was setting and the sky was just all purple?
Yeah. There's been a few mornings, Cal, where I've come out this morning, and it's been before the sun's come up, and the sky is so clear. I swear you can see every star that exists. Because we live out here in the country, and that means that there's no city light that dampens the sky. And so the sky just looks incredible. So all of these down here that I cut, they're all labeled, okay? So
This is 6 feet 20...
2.5.
2.5.
But like these are all slats, which we will need. So actually, let's do this.
Let's like separate them into like...
Yeah, so 6.5 can go.
Right now.
Let's go put them over here on the... Now technically they're not slats, but that would just seem like an easy way to label them to me. Hey, I'll take this. No, but we need these 7 foot. These 4, and then Storm, you gotta get up. And then those 4. Those next 4.
I can carry 4. I can only get 3. Dang it.
Good. So I'm gonna treat this like you would framing a house, and you're putting up stud walls. I'm gonna put my top and bottom plates together like this, and then get all my layout lines on there, and then separate them, and then we'll put in the slats in between. The only thing different about this is that I'm not doing it traditional stud layout, 16 on center. I'm doing just kind of an even layout. We're gonna make our marks.
Oh, you mean we have to cut that off?
Nope. That's where this stud's gonna go. Now we've got our marks, and what we'll do is we'll lay this out on the deck. We'll separate these 2 rails. Stormy just wants to be involved today. She's trying to play with the tripod. Okay.
I just feel
see,
rectangle.
son. It'll all make sense.
Oh yeah.
You can start laying them out.
Alright.
And the reason I have at the ends is because that's where it's kind of like blocking.
No.
You check diagonals, so you go one diagonal and you read a measurement.
See if it's 94 3/8.
Correct. Dead on 94 3/8. This thing is square. High five.
Rectangle.
Ugh. Let's get all of the layout done now.
Dude, so do you want to use the DeWalt or the...
I just burned my mouth.
Usually
Remember when I said I was in a better attitude in the morning?
Yeah.
Not when I burned my mouth. Hey, Hattie Patty.
Right.
What's our number? 94 3/8.
Well, we're gonna have to find out.
Well, it should all be the same. Okay. Good. Oh! Dead on, baby. Look at Storm hanging on the edge there. Look at that.
Wow,
It's just like diving board. And she's obviously not, she's not heavy enough for that to tip.
Cute kitty.
Hey, why is Snowball in the mudroom? Wait, what?
Snowball's in the mudroom.
Bah.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Revenge. Oh!
Dismount.
He
wants the camera.
He jumped down from the dive.
Cal, what you drinking there?
Apple cider.
Mmm. Yum.
Hot apple cider.
Yummy.
It's way better anyway.
Yes.
And now the
Way better
cup.
than coffee?
Yep.
No, the cup.
I disagree. In the strongest.
Guys, the cup is. You don't want that sound, right?
No, you don't. We don't like that sound. That sound means that I'm doing something wrong.
You're not doing it straight or something like that?
Yeah, like, look, all of you need to pay attention to this. If I'm not lining my drill straight with the screw, it'll make that noise. So if I'm like this, it'll go meh, which is bad.
Or if you go like that way.
Yeah, if I'm this way, it has to be straight on. Like you can hear it. Here, I'll do it on this one just for fun. You hear that? That means it's slipping.
And you ruin the bit and the drill.
Correct. Country road.
Some apple cider warms you up. Really? Really warms you up. You know the excidator? Oh! Ah! Alright.
Just hand it to me.
See,
Hey, was that the bad noise?
that was the bad noise.
The most annoying noise in the world. 2 in a row.
That was also
You're on
bad.
you're on a losing streak.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Now the square check.
Square check. Got your tape measures.
Oh, can I have one?
Bird check.
$90. Yep.
two 3-foot-1.
2 3-foot-1.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know what to? Are they over
It
here?
should say 3 and a 1 on it.
Okay. 3.
I need a 2'9½". I need two 2'9½". And then we need two 2'6½".
Okay. Here. It looks in shape, Dad.
What?
It looks in shape right now.
1/8. Yep, we need 2 of those.
Dad, what?
We
This is now. Next is H. That was that one. And 4 minutes.
Okay, pre-assembly is done. There's still a few more things that need to be added, and that's what that pile over there is for. But it's not pre-assembly things. That is stuff that I will just need to figure out as I go. So this is ready. Oh boy. And what are you, King? King Calvin?
Yes.
Is that enough room to walk up?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna try and level all this because nothing's level. So I think I'm just gonna deal. Although, do you even know what you're pointing at?
I bet Bossy's awake by now.
Shh.
So Dad's gonna have to take that away.
Made already.
Yeah, it looks like they're made already.
And have it. There we go.
This is gonna be your cubby.
Dad, but what about the top bunks?
I call sleeping here. Just so
Dad, are the
everybody
top
knows.
bunks gonna have cubbies?
The top ones will have cubbies too.
Hey, can I call this?
Why do you want that one?
Because there's a plug-in I can put a lamp by.
That was the longest drill I've ever
Dive headed!
This is stable. This is stable. Range careful. Just jump it. Flame thingy. The big flame. Maybe?
What are you doing?
Making sure that you don't mess up and cutting
That's
the
gonna
wrong
mess
one.
me up. Did I tell you guys about last night
What?
when I came out here in the dark?
Possum?
No. I went outside and was doing stuff.
A raccoon! Deer. Chicken.
Something right over there, something crashed through and then stopped. Like you could hear it like galloping through or something. Or
That would
running.
be a deer.
Or running. And so I had my flashlight and I shone it right over there and I couldn't see, I could only see the eye, you know how eyes like shine in the dark when you shine a light on them? I could only see the eyes. And it like paused and stared at me. And then I whistled at it a few times, like, and it made the weirdest noise I have ever heard in my life.
What was it like?
It's hard to even describe, but it was like a and I'm like, what the heck is that? Because I have no frame of reference for that noise.
That had to be a jackal.
And then it ran off.
That had to be a jackal. Was it small? Like a jackal?
It's a jackal.
The jackal is
You're probably saying it wrong, Aiden.
a jackal.
Dad, did you see deer horns?
I think deer horns are called antlers.
Hey, Dad.
See it?
Is it a possible thought that it was a bear?
No. There's no way it's a bear.
Yeah. Bears can't make that sound.
There's that truck that always goes pop, pop, pop. Do you know what's wrong with it, Dad?
Is it good?
We'll see if it works.
Yeah, that one. Dad, it's just kind of like the one that was broken.
Yeah!
Let's see if this works. Instant grab. All right, that's pretty good. Aiden, is whistling your favorite? Do you love to whistle?
Mm-hmm.
Who taught you how to whistle?
Grandpa?
Which grandpa?
Grandpa Perry?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is Grandpa a pretty good whistler?
Mm-hmm. We're about to run.
I don't think so, bub.
When are you gonna run?
Watch out.
Did you run out of glue?
Come this way.
Oh, it's gonna go on mine too.
Watch out. I'm coming towards you.
That looks like Play-Doh.
Okay, bud. You gotta move. Okay, you ready?
Oh my god.
Careful, there's some nails poking up, like right here.
Daddy, can I go on? Whoa. Daddy, no. You're standing on the side. Hey, Calvin.
Groceries.
Didn't she already go to get some groceries? Did you get
Aiden gets to go first.
What?
Yep.
Whoa.
Don't touch the glue with your feet. Okay, Aiden, go. Okay. Oldest.
Not that section. Not that section. What do I do?